So I'm going to be completely honest with you. This year, 2021, I did something that I am absolutely ashamed of. I am absolutely disgusted in myself for having done this. It's something that I've always known I should never do, but I did it anyway. And it's it's a first-hand experience for me to really have experienced and understand just how powerful desperation and fear can really be. My entire life, I have always had an intense hatred of lawn mowing, not just because it's tedious and whatever, but because it's like we're wasting. I have no idea how many millions, billions of gallons of gas and emissions we're just wasting this and contributing to global or to climate change. And for what? So that these outdoor spaces can be maintained to our subjective perspective of aesthetic when we don't even use these outdoor spaces. We're just dumping all of this carbon into the atmosphere for nothing. It's fucking retarded. And I immediately after I said that, it's like, well, are people gonna get upset that I said that? But like, no, it is. Like, whatever. I know that's still a very hotly debated word, and maybe I'll get canceled for it one day. But regardless of what word I use to describe it, my point still stands. And this summer, I got a second job. Lawn mowing. Because I don't know what I'm doing with my future. I don't know what the hell is going to go on with the world in the next couple of years. All I know, or knew, at the beginning of this spring and summer is that whatever I choose to do going forward, I'm going to need money. All the options I'm looking at of like what I would like to do, all of them require money. And lawn mowing is easy work and it pays well. And I got a second job doing that. And for a while they had me on bed maintenance, so like flower beds. And that I actually kind of didn't mind that much. It was super like relaxed pace. It was a super relaxed pace relative to my other job in retail, which is just constant go, 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 go. There's always something to do. Versus with bed maintenance, there's also always something to do. But like there's a limit to how fast you can possibly do certain activities. Like with retail, I can just like hustle and work as fast as I can, and still be capable of getting the job done faster if I am capable of moving faster. With flower bed maintenance, it's like you can only go so fast because you have to look around the plant and find the things that need to be trimmed, and then you have to grab them and trim them, and it's like you can only do that so quickly. There's a limit. At like I can only look around so quickly. If I look any faster, it's all just a blur. You know, there's a limit to how fast something can be done, and that limit with bed maintenance was super chill, very very relaxed paced, and that I didn't mind that much. I guess it was still like completely bullshit, meaningless work. But it wasn't destroying the environment nearly as much as lawn mowing. It's still like it's still not helping the situation. It's still it's completely pointless, meaningless work that shouldn't exist. Like I genuinely that the entire like I wouldn't say property maintenance because that involves like making sure your building isn't collapsing in on you, but like external property maintenance, so like landscaping, lawn mowing. I genuinely wish that the entire industry globally would just cease to exist, and I've always felt that for pretty much my entire life. Yet, I contributed to it. And also this year, I've gained a much better understanding about how the job market works. It's like, it technically, the entire landscaping industry could just cease to exist overnight if all of their employees just quit and went to jobs worth doing. Like, that's obviously not going to happen, but like, it's just amazing to think that that is technically possible. Everything that we, well, not everything, but like the vast majority of what we perceive as tangible external reality really isn't. Like, obviously, this desk and like, oh, I'm so sorry to my neighbors. Like, that stuff probably exists outside of my perception, but like, the idea of a job market, the idea of industry is like, what we're doing to our planet is all the result of our choices, of systems that we have built that don't like tangibly exist. It's a concept in here. And yeah, and I contributed to that which I hate instead of trying to find something that is slightly less soul destroying. And that's not to say that my current job isn't. But, man. Yeah, I'm honestly just, and I'm not exaggerating. That intro wasn't like a stereotypical YouTuber of like, serious lapse in judgment type of thing. Or how does that quote go from, I don't know. I try to quote like an apology video, but they all kind of sound the same at a certain point. Oh, I hear my neighbors walking around. I'm so sorry. um, but right. The point I was getting back to is that wasn't like that. I wasn't being silly. I'm dead serious. I'm absolutely disgusted with myself for having done that. When like there's literally a restaurant right across the street from my apartment. I could have saved on commuting, on gas, on time, and done something that like it's a very upscale restaurant. There's no meaning in that work, but like people gotta eat, and if they're willing to pay a little extra to get some really nice food, then so be it. You know, that's reasonable. That's entirely reasonable. You know, restaurants are something that I think in an ideal world would still exist. But landscaping, well, I should rephrase landscaping as far as like mulching. I don't know. Well, there's environmental impacts of that too that I'm not fully aware of. But like specifically lawn mowing. Fuck lawn mowers, dude. Yeah, it feels good to get that off my chest though. I mean, I have gotten it off my chest and like expressed that to a handful of people, but just to have it on public record, I guess, for whatever that's worth. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think below, and go do something worth doing.